Today I am now taking a class BST class 12 chapter directing. Now today we discuss now principles of directing. Principles of directing. Principles of directing. Directing is a complex function. Directing is a complex function. Is a complex function as it involves directing people of different attitude and behavior different attitude and behavior to make directing more effective and efficient managers can use the following principles of directing. So now the directing is a complex function. Directing is a complex function as it involves directing people of different attitude and behavior. Involved to the different attitude and behavior to make a directing move effective and efficient manager can use the following principles of directing. Okay. Now number one individual contribution. Maximum individual contribution. The principles of emphasize that these principles emphasize that directing techniques must help every individual in the organization to contribute to his maximum potential for achievement of organizational objectives. Potential for achievement of organizational objectives. Achievement of organizational objectives. Achievement of organizational objectives. Now, the maximum individual contribution means this principle emphasizes that directing techniques must help. Directing techniques must help every individual. Directing techniques must help to every individual of the organization, every individual organization to contribute to his maximum potential for achievement of organizational objectives. To contribute to his maximum potential for achievement of organizational objectives. Maximum potential for achievement of organizational objectives. Okay. Next, number 2, harmony of objectives. Number 2 point is the harmony of objectives. Harmony of objectives. Harmony of objectives. According to these principles, according to this principle, management should harmonize the individual objectives, harmonize the individual objectives with the organizational objectives, with the organizational objectives, with the organizational objectives are contradictory to the okay. So now, according to this principle, management should harmonize the individual objectives with organizational objectives. Often individual objectives are contradictory to organizational objectives. According to this principle, management should harmonize the individual objectives with the organizational objectives. Often individual objectives are contradictory to the organizational objectives. Now, often individual objectives are contrary to the organizational objectives. Okay. Now, this is the harmony of now the any objectives to the successful to the achievement of goals. Now it is to the relationship to the workers and to the managers. And the managers direct to the your subordinates. Okay. Next, unity of command. Next, number 3, unity of command. Unity of command. According to this principle, each subordinate should receive order, should receive orders and instructions, receive orders and instruction instruction from one superior only, from one superior only. Its instructions are received from more than one person, it creates confusion, conflict and disorder in the organization. Disorder in the organization. So now, unit of command, according to this principle, each subordinate should receive orders. Each subordinate should receive orders and instruction from one superior only. Its instructions are received from more than one person. Each instruction received from more than one person. It creates confusion, conflict, disorder in the organization. Now it instruction more than one person, then now it will be the faces from confusion and conflict, confusion and disorder of the organization. What is the unit of command? Unit of command, this principle, each subordinate should receive order from one man. Now this is the called one man army. Now your higher level instruct to the others, now to convey the rules to the other workers. Okay, and now the instruction from the one superior only, its instruction on receipt from more than one person, they are received from more than one person. Now they will be faces to the conflict, confusion and disorder. Okay, next, number 4, appropriateness of direction of techniques. Number 4, appropriation of direction of techniques. Number 4, appropriation of direction of technique. Appropriation of direction of technique. Direction of techniques. Appropriation of direction of techniques. According to this principle, appropriation appropriate motivational and leadership techniques, appropriate motivational and leadership techniques should be used motivational leadership techniques should be used while directing directing the people, So now, according to this principle, appropriate motivational and leadership techniques should be used while directing the people, should be used while the directing of the people, should be used while the directing of the people. The directing techniques, the directing techniques should be based on subordinate needs, capabilities, attitudes, circumstances, and other situational variables, So now, the director technique should be based on subordinate needs. The director should be based on subordinate needs, capabilities, attitude, circumstances, and other situational variables. Okay, this is the appropriate of direction of technique. Example: some employees like to do as the directed, but some like to receive the guidelines. Some people directly do the techniques, and some people like to receive the techniques. Okay. Next, number 5, managerial communication. Number 5, managerial communication. Number 5, managerial communication. Managerial communication. Effective managerial communication. Effective managerial communication across all the levels in the organization makes direction effective, Directing should convey clear instructions. That should convey clear instruction to create total understanding. To create total understanding to subordinates. To subordinates. Through proper feedback, subordinate to proper feedback subordinates and the managers should ensure that a subordinate understand his instruction only. Understand his instruction only. So now, managers, the effective managers communication across all the levels of the organization, makes direction effective. Directing should convey clear instruction. Directing should convey clear instruction to create total understanding to the subordinates. Through the proper feedback, subordinates and the manager should ensure. Proper feedback, subordinates and managers should ensure that the subordinates understand his instruction only. The subordinates understand to the instruction only. Okay? Clear? Now next, use of informal organization. Now last point, use of informal organization. Number 6, use of informal organization. Managers should realize that informal groups or organization, exist within every formal which is existing within formal organization. He should spot and make use of such organization for effective directing. The use of informal organization, managers should realize that informal groups or organization exist within every formal organization. Informal organizations exist within every formal organization. He should spot and make use of the such organization for effective directing. Okay? Clear? Now this is now in my class. Okay, thank you.